Hi, my name is Alex Dolphin and welcome back to another episode of Ex-Ante. Today we're going to discuss the case of Courteen Seed Co. versus Abraham. This case was heard in the Supreme Court of Oregon in the year of 1929. Let's go ahead and jump into the facts of the case. Abraham was a seed grower. He had 50,000 pounds of red clover seed. He wanted to sell this massive amount of seed. So what he did was he telegrammed a large seed distributing company, Courteen. Said, hey, 50,000 pounds of red clover, I am asking for 24 cents a pound. Courteen just kind of let that telegram sit for a couple of weeks. They didn't do much with it. They didn't have much of a need for the red clover seed. Some more time had passed and it was higher in demand. So they wrote back Abraham. They said, hey, we're interested in your seed. It's just your price is too high. So Abraham wrote back, okay, well, I am asking 23 cents a pound for the seed now. Courteen quickly wrote back, we accept your offer. We'd love to do business with you. Abraham didn't really care for that offer too much. He didn't really feel like it was set in stone, and so he didn't perform. He didn't deliver the 50,000 pounds of red clover seed. Courteen felt like they had a contract, so what they did was they brought Abraham to court and they said, hey, you need to pay us this sum of money for our expectancy of the profit that we were going to make off of the seed redistribution, the seed sale. And because you didn't give that to us, now you owe us the expectancy damages. So Abraham defends and says, hey, well, we never really had a contract. I didn't actually offer to sell that to you. So the court is left deliberating whether the telegram from Abraham, which says, I am asking 23 cents a pound for the red clover seed, constituted an offer. And the court ultimately comes down on the side of Abraham, saying that it didn't constitute an offer. And the court ensues a lengthy discussion about whether asking prices are constitute offers, and they say that they don't. Asking prices, according to the Supreme Court of Oregon, are only invitations to negotiate. So it's just an invitation to negotiate. So if you're saying, I am asking $100 for my old iPhone, or I want $200 for my old MacBook, those aren't, someone can't bring you to court and say, hey, that was a contract, that was his offer. No, it's not an offer. He's just inviting you to negotiate. So Abraham was just inviting Courteen to negotiate is what the court rules. That was not a full offer and not a sufficient contract. So the court comes down on the side of Abraham, and what we glean from this case is that an asking price or saying that you want this price for something is not enough to bind someone in a contract and satisfy that component of the offer. So now that we've discussed the case, let's go ahead and jump into some ex-ante implications. So the first implication I want to discuss a little bit is just how confusing the semantics can kind of be on the face of them. So to Courteen, we might want to side with them because we might want to we think intuitively that when someone says, I am asking, 23 cents a pound for 50,000 pounds of red clover seed, think intuitively that that does constitute an offer. If someone posts in a newspaper and says, hey, I am asking $5,000 for my used car, we also think that's an offer. Or I want $1,000 for my old MacBook. Intuitively to us, those constitute offers. It's because they're synonymous with one another. I am asking, I want, I offer. We use those words so often with one another. I think it's interesting if you would substitute, instead of for Abraham writing in his telegram, I am asking, what if he were to say, I am offering? I think it's much more likely the court would have held Abraham to the standard of a valid contract there just because of the keyword offer there. So something might not be intuitive at first. You might have to grapple with it a little bit because those three words are so synonymous with each other. So that's the main ex-ante implication. It just kind of becomes a little bit convoluted and hard to know what a contract really is if someone says I am asking or I am wanting, because on the face of it, to the general public, those do constitute full offers, but the law does not see them the same way. So it's just something to think about, a place where the law does branch off from our intuition in a sense, and something that you need to grapple with and kind of integrate. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.